Well, moving on from the international sugar dynamics, let's talk about the Indian markets now, where we also are looking at higher consumption, slight surplus this time around, and the street, of course, is looking out for the ethanol pricing as well. To discuss all of that, we are now joined by Mr. Somnath Chatterjee. He's Executive VP Procurement at ITC Limited. Mr. Chatterjee, hi, thank you so much for joining us. And first of all, on the sugar demand itself, because last year was a record number at more than 28.5. We've heard people talk about 29.5 right now. Where is this consumption coming in from?
Hi, Manisha ji. And well, yes, the Indian sugar consumption continues to grow at a healthy clip. We estimate that to be around 4 to 5%. But something very interesting is happening right now with the Indian sugar, which is adding to the Indian sugar, so-called Indian sugar demand. But it's the unofficial exports which are happening across through the northeast and into Bangladesh. In fact, recently we were visiting Bangladesh, one of the food manufacturers there, and we saw Indian brand sugar in that factory. Okay. It's not supposed to be there because we know sugar exports have been banned for some time now, and was current season. So yeah, well, that explains it. So we, according to our estimate, about anywhere between 800 to 900,000 tons, just short of 1 million, is what is getting unofficially exported. And that's adding also to the demand.
So the Indian demand isn't really growing?
Not to that extent. Really, yeah. It's the usual Indian Bharat Desi rate of growth of 4% odd. That is continuing.
All right. So when we talk about the within Indian markets as well, for the longest time we've been looking at household demand and the HoReCa demand. But this whole new processed foods and ready-to-eat food, that demand, that sugar demand also seems to be now growing.
Yes, indeed. In fact, what's happening is that India is, okay, there are a few old fogies like me who are diabetic, etc., and or who want to cut sugar, but India generally is a very young country. And, we actually do need the calorie, let's put it that way. And a lot of the processed food products which are now available, you may critique them by saying that they are high in sodium and sugar, but at least they're far safer to eat on the go than anything else you could probably get in the market. And post-pandemic, I think we see a shift which is perceptible towards branded packaged foods.
How would you look at the budget that's just gone by? And while there was a huge thrust on agriculture, not many people thought that it would make an immediate impact on ground.
Like I said, ma'am, like in the oilseed mission, certain things are more strategic and long-term in nature. So I think the kind of push that the budget has given is in that direction. It's strategic, it's long-term, it's not a quick fix. And it's not something which is going to really change availability. However, post the budget, if you saw the commentary from the finance minister, she's talking about how we can preserve quality for horticultural crops. So she's talking about irradiation, she's talking about improving the supply chain, the cold chain. And I think, yes, these are things which can help on the immediate basis, here and now. Here and now, the top is tomato, onion, potato, right? Well, I do the shopping at home for my own consumption. Right. And you know what? Tomato is 100 rupees a kilo. Onion is 80, 85.
Bombay, it's even higher here.
But there you go. So, that is hurting. And these can actually be quickly solved. So I'm sure, we need to work in that direction. Government has given a push. These things take time.